We're at one of my favorite spots here. Not sure if you can see that behind me, but we call this tall grass field. Ton of cool things have come out here. I got a farthing with some silver on it. My buddy got a lib cap, half cent. Drape busts have come out. Drape bust half cents have come out. Just a whole lot of old colonial stuff. Today we'll be joined by my buddies Brandon and Jay. They drove out from Long Island. My buddy Brian's here. You guys can see that there's tall grass. That's why we call it tall grass field. There's an area that they actually cut the grass, so we should be able to do some metal detecting in that area. Oh yeah, 1864, huh?
Yeah.
There you go. I got some buttons. Nice. All right, well, I got a weedy, and looks like now I got a nice little flat button too. Pretty thin. Looks like an early one. It's always a good sign. Got a nice signal. Let's see what it is. Hopefully it's a coin. Oh, looks like I see some silver. Not sure if you guys can see that. It's 1 dime. Now, this is the question. Is it seeded or is it a Barber? Looks like I nicked it. Yep, it's gonna be a seeded. Pretty sure it's a seeded. Oh, no, it's a Barber. I was wrong. Well, I guess I don't feel too bad for hitting it now, because I thought I messed up a seeded. So, all right, I'll take it. Barber dime. Okay, so got it cleaned up a little bit. It's a nice looking coin. I'm a little upset that I scratched it, but could be worse. Nice 1907 Barber dime. Show you guys the back. It's a nice coin. Got ourselves another button. This one seems to be a little bit thicker than the other one. Typically, to me, that means it's not as old. So maybe this is like Civil War era, maybe a little bit past that, like 1880, 1890, something like that. But good sign. Like finding buttons. I'll take it. I'm sure it'll clean up and probably has some writing on its backside. Probably says gilted or something like that. All right, guys, got another high tone here. Sounds a little big, but we're gonna do a live dig. Let's see what we got. Oh, looks like we got something. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a large cent for sure. Not sure what it is, but we're gonna clean it up, and my guess, probably 1700s, maybe a kg or something. All right, let's clean it up. All right, cleaned it up. Looks like it's hold. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be a classic head. You could tell it's a little bit thicker left to right than a matron would be. Just a guess. It is hold. It's definitely US from what I could tell, and I'm gonna go with a classic head, probably like 1820, 1810. So yeah, finally got over one. So most people don't know this, but the classic head series is pretty uncommon, especially when you compare it to the matron or braided. There's just a lot lower mintage than some of the other series. So as soon as I find a classic head, I'm pretty excited. And if it has a legible date or it has some detail on it, that's a good thing. And if I find a classic head, I'm typically much happier than if I found a matron or a braided, even if it's not in great shape, just because I know the mintage is relatively low. Yeah, I mean, it sounds like big silver, but it could really be anything.
I mean, there's some iron next to it, but it's 85, 87 on mine.
Yeah, it's like 97, 98.
And it's deep.
So we're gonna dig a nice big plug. I think it's iron. Oh, really? the copper, and it's on its side.
Oh, yeah.
Completely on its side. Not sure if you guys can see that. It's thick too. Oh, it's really thick. It's probably. Well, it's definitely going to be US. We see 1 cent.
Nice, dude.
Yeah.
It's not as old. It's going to be a braided hair, I think. Totally on its side, braided hair.
There you go.
I think it's a braided hair. It might be a matron, but yeah, got it right off the wall.
Jeez.
Nice.
Nice.
Thanks.
It was on edge.
Okay, looks like I got a nice big musket ball. Probably shot late 1700s. Got some weight to it. Old coins should not be far from this one. So this is a pretty interesting find, especially to find 3 of them pretty much in one hole. They were all right around here, and we got 3 hem weights. So these were made of lead and used as weights probably over 100 years ago. Once I clean them up, you'll see that there's a line running through the middle of them. It's a good sign. It means there's old stuff in the area, and it's really uncommon to find 3 of them pretty much in one hole. What we have here is called a hem weight. Hem weights were used to hold down, usually fabric, something like a dress or a curtain. Back in the late 1800s to early 1900s, these were pretty popular, but they're actually still used today. You can easily go online and buy hem weights. I think a pack of 100 is like 10 bucks. So they're not very expensive and they're not super uncommon, but they are cool relics to find, and usually they're a good indicator that there's late 1800s activity. So I just pulled this really cool find. It's what looks like to be a small little Bible. I don't think it's silver, probably not silver, but you can see it has hinges on it, and on the inside it says Saint Joseph protect us. Joe's my name, so I think that's pretty good luck right there. And I don't know, maybe it is silver on the inside, or just hasn't seen daylight in a really long time. Either way, super cool find. So last week, I stumbled upon a pretty cool spot. This is a little beach where most people don't even know exists, and it turns out there was a ton of 1930s and 1940s activity. So I decided to give it a shot, and I picked out a bunch of high tones along with a lot of garbage and some clad. At the end of the day though, I walked away with something like 15 silver, and that's really not too bad for 2 days of hunting. I couldn't really film that much because there actually was a lot of people there, and they were already watching me and being like, what's this guy doing? If I start to film, then they think I'm finding really cool stuff and they want to come over and talk to me. So I figured it's probably just best not to film, and I'll do a wrap up. So the next video is basically the wrap up from that trip. A bunch of silver and a lot of clad and junk to go along with it, but definitely worth showing you the wrap up because it was pretty cool that I found so much. Okay folks, so wrap up from the beach that I found not too far from my house. Obviously tons of garbage, the usual stuff. Clad, good amount of clad, probably about almost 10 bucks, maybe a little less. And the good stuff, the silver. So we got 2 SLQs, 3 silver quarters, we got 6 silver dimes, a few of those are Mercs. Wheaties, of course, some jewelry. That one's a piece of silver jewelry, and these are fake. You know, people throw these out, pirate's treasure. But in total, we got, what's that? About a dozen silver. Not too bad. first time checking out the video, consider subscribing. I drop a new video almost every Thursday, and it's guaranteed to be jam-packed with historic finds and good times. If it's not your first time checking out the video, I appreciate your support, and I hope to see you here again soon.